coffee here is great. Good morning, or should I say Felician Zamenhof and Tagon, because today I'm talking about Esperanto, and I'm doing it from probably the most appropriate named cafe in Bangkok called Mono, which means money in Esperanto. I'm going to a few events today, meeting some Esperanto speakers, so I'm going to bring you along and show you what it's like to hang out in the international language. Alright, I'm going to be late. So the reason I'm making a video about Esperanto is because today is December 15th. Esperanto speakers celebrate this day as the day that its creator was born. It's nothing really official, but it's an excuse for Esperanto speakers to find each other and hang out for the day. And the local Esperanto speakers are putting on a cool event that they've invited me to. So the rest of this video will be me showing you a bit about that event and then talking to you a bit more just about why mi amas Esperanton kaj ke mi povas uzi ĝin ĉi tie en la alia flanko de la mondo. Estas tre mojosa. Hej, saluton. Saluton. Mirinde.
Vi volas vi aŭdoni iom pri vi kaj Esperanto por ĉiuj kaj varu tradukos al la kaj.
Do, saluton.
สวัสดีครับ
Ĉu vi komprenas min en Esperanto?
คุณเข้าใจผมไหมผมพูดภาษาเอสเปรนโตนิดหน่อยอิโอเมเซ
Iomete. Kiu el vi estas la plej bona parolanto de Esperanto?
อันไหนใครพูดภาษาเอสเปรนโตได้ดีที่สุดในนี้
ทุกคนครับ
La instruisto, yes. Estas tre mojose, ĉar mi trovis esperantistojn en ĉiuj el tiuj landoj. Do mi havis amikojn en ĉiuj landoj kiujn mi vizitis. Mi devas havi almenaŭ unu demandon. Mi havas unu.
Tio estas via YouTube nomo YouTube kanalo
Estis plezure renkonti vin ĉiujn.
นั้นก่อนเอามาตินบอร์ลาโบนาเปลโบนาอุนวาเซซิโอ
Do mi estas ĉi tie kun Varut.
Es bone mi estas Varut el Tajlando
Kaj fakte ni estas en sesio por komencantoj, por ekkoni la lingvon, kaj post momente fakte ili diros kion ili pensas pri Esperanto. Espereble estas nur bonaj aferoj, sed ni vidos. Ankaŭ ni havas la instruiston de la tago. Saluton!
Saluton!
Mi kaptis lin en la plej bona momento kun manĝaĵo. Dankon pro la invito. Mi estas tre feliĉa esti ĉi tie kun aliaj esperantistoj kaj kun multaj lernantoj. Nur unu kiu atentas. Yes, estas la gravaj aferoj ĉi tie, kiu nome estas manĝaĵo. Nun estas la fino de la evento kaj mi iros hejmen. Uloj, mi iros. Dankon pro la invito kaj estis plezure renkonti vin.
bone Cheers
So the event is over now, and that was really cool. It was nice to see that there are a bunch of really young Esperanto speakers all learning as part of their normal curriculum here in Thailand. Quite surprising. And it was really cool to meet the local Esperanto speakers as well. I'm glad there is a little bit of an Esperanto scene here in Bangkok. It's good for me since I'm spending a lot of time here in Thailand. And yeah, plenty of thoughts, but I'm gonna get some coffee and then I think I'll wrap this video up by giving you a few thoughts on the event itself and Esperanto in general. I want to talk a little bit more about why Esperanto is such a cool language and why I value it so much. But I need to find coffee first because I have not slept enough. I'm really glad that the weather has cleared up though. It's a beautiful day here in Bangkok right now. So I really enjoyed that, and it was quite a surprise because there is a private school here in Bangkok that teaches Esperanto as part of its private curriculum to a bunch of 8 and 9-year-olds, and they were all here too. and it was really nice to speak to them and hear about why they're excited about Esperanto. And the teacher afterwards explained to me as well that the reason that he teaches Esperanto to them is because it is an easy version of learning a foreign European-esque language, and it really encourages them to learn more languages. And in fact, some of their alumni have already gone on to study more seriously Spanish and German, some other European languages. So really cool, and it was great to meet the local Esperantists that put the event on today, and just do something today that is Esperanto related, because Esperanto is still a big part of my life, and I also blame it for the reason I have very mediocre progress in German and Spanish. But yeah, Esperanto is still a cool language, and I use it almost every single day. All the kids afterwards wanted to take selfies with me, and it's kind of a weird thing to think about in the moment of like they're young kids and they're impressionable, and they see you speaking Esperanto and maybe think, oh, I want to learn Esperanto now. I hope that some of them continue it. I hope some of them use it as inspiration to go and learn other languages, because honestly, there's so few things that are as rewarding as learning a new language and being able to meet entirely new people. So to wrap this video up, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I will never not speak Esperanto, and maybe 3 reasons that you might want to consider for why you might want to learn it. Not that I'm trying to convince anyone. I think you should really only learn it if you want to. It's generally a useless language for most reasons that people learn languages, but for me it's an insanely useful tool, and there's my reason 1. It's just so useful. I've traveled a lot, and if you travel a lot, you end up in countries where you don't speak the local language, or maybe you only speak it to a very basic degree. With Esperanto, I can just meet local people who instead can communicate with me in Esperanto, and me with them in Esperanto. And that equality is, for me, easily the most important reason why I like Esperanto. I don't have to use English. I can speak to people in a language that they've learned equally as well as me, where they've had as equal amount of opportunities as I have, and that honestly just feels great. That just feels really nice. So there's my reason number 1. Reason number 2 is friends. I mean, why do we learn any language? Okay, maybe one reason is to get a job. Don't learn Esperanto if you're gonna try and get a job with it. But another big reason is just the opportunities that it provides to meet new people that have different backgrounds, that have different thought processes, and that you can become friends with. And for me, Esperanto just hits that goal so hard. I have friends in so many, I don't want to say in every country, but honestly in many countries. And Thailand is another great example. The amount of times I've already been hanging out with an Esperanto speaker here, and it's just so easy to make friends in Esperanto. Everyone that you meet through Esperanto just is so much more intentional, because it's a rare language and it's hard to find people that speak it. So when you do, you're more than happy to sort of sit down, get to know the person, and that's the basis of any good friendship. So if I wanted to, I could just speak Esperanto every single minute of the day. I did that in Barcelona for almost 6 months, every day just using Esperanto, because once you've got enough friends in a certain language group, you don't need to use your native language. You can switch to a different one and hang out with different people. So for me, reason number 2 is friends. Kai mia tria kialo, ke mi neniam cesos uzi Esperanton, estas ke ĝi estas tiom facila. Kial povos esti ke mi pensas en tiu ĉi lingvo kaj mi povas esprimi min tre facile en tiu ĉi lingvo? Sed kiam mi volas progresi en mia germana aŭ hispana, estas multe pli malfacila. Simple Esperanto estas facila lingvo, do se vi interesiĝas pri lingvoj kaj facileco estas io kiun vi tre ŝatas, Esperanto estas perfekta kombinaĵo, ĉu ne? Do ke verboj estas tiom simplaj, ke substantivoj estas tiom simplaj, ke ĉio el la gramatiko de Esperanto estas sufiĉe simpla. Estas tre granda avantaĝo lerni Esperanton. Kaj ofte fakte mi diras ke se vi parolas ekzemple la francan, la germanan, la hispanan, la anglan, se vi parolas 2 el tiuj lingvoj, vi preskaŭ jam konas Esperanton. Vi simple devas alkutimiĝi al la gramatikaj reguloj, kaj post tio vi vere havas Esperanton. Do facileco estas mia tria kialo, kaj vidu, mi ne povas paroli tiom flue en aliaj lingvoj, kaj mi ne studis Esperanton dum jardeko aŭ io. Mi atingis tiun nivelon post jaro kaj duono, 2 jaroj. Do facileco estas tre forta chialo che kai fakte mi volas aldoni ion alian aferon. Pro la facileco estas pli malfacile forgesi la lingvon. Se mi ne uzas Esperanton dum mi ne scias 6 monatoj, estas malfacile forgesi ĝin, ĉar la reguloj, la facileco, la strukturo de la lingvo restas en mia menso, ĉar ne estas plene de esceptoj kiujn mi devas memori. Do ja, ankaŭ malfacilas forgesi la lingvon. Do jam, mia tria kialo. So there we go, end of the video. I'm almost home. If you have any questions about anything that I've mentioned in this video, or would just like to know more about Esperanto, let me know. I'm always more than happy to talk about the language. But yeah, what a lovely day hanging out with some Esperanto speakers and getting another chance to use this cool international linguistic tool that we call Esperanto. Okay, I will see you in la venonta filmo.